Today, guys, I'll be showing Grand Gangster War, a brand new 4X war strategy game that you're going to be playing on your mobile or PC device with a massive gang war theme. Yes, you heard right. And it honestly offers a lot of features that we've all come accustomed to from our favorite games within the genre. It smashed them all together and made it its own, honestly, masterpiece. And I'm going to tell you guys, this is a game you might want to check out from my first impressions. And if you do, there is a link in the description down below. Check it out. You can download the game on iOS, Android, or even PC. Yes, we've got a PC client too. And with that, let's dive into today's video. So Grand Gangster War offers the player a 4X strategy building experience within a gang war theme, guys. This means you are going to be recruiting enforcers within a crew of a 3-man team that you're going to be using to fight in PvP scenarios, which does include rallying as well as open field gameplay. And I will be showcase this a little bit more in depth later on the video. On top of this, we do also have other PvP experiences like a nice little arena battle mode, which is an auto battler, but we will showcase that a little bit later on too. This is all dictated again by your enforcers that you're going to be recruiting over time for your account. You can do this through the recruitment or earning them through various means through the dark webs or events in the game. In Grand Gangster War though, you are able to completely choose, guys, how to upgrade certain structures within the game. By assigning workers to roles, this is actually going to enhance the output of that building, which is a kind of really cool feature. And on top of that, you can upgrade the building's separate furniture to tailor your income or progression needs. To level up in Grand Gangster War, you want to improve your income, and by doing this, you're going to have to level up your enforcers and other buildings and just aspects overall in the game. By doing this, you are going to overall level up you as a character in the game, because you will be used in certain story and PvE elements, which we're going to showcase a little bit later on when it comes to the content of this game. This honestly does showcase a really good system though, because the one thing Grand Gangster War does really well, guys, is the fact that it has a bunch of content, it has a bunch of mechanics. However, it gradually unlocks those mechanics to a new player. So if you're a brand new player, you've never played these games ever before, or you've played this game and you've just never had all these systems at once, what the game does really well is only give you maybe 3 or 4 of these systems at first, and once you've got comfortable with that and you've reached the right level, it will unlock a couple more for you to get to, grips with. And then once you've learned that, it'll do it again. And this is a really good way for new players that have never played these type of games to honestly feel welcomed to the 4X city space, which I honestly think is a really good big W when it comes to Grand Gangster War. So on top of this, we've got some other cool content now that I'm going to start showcasing on the game, which is going to be kind of crazy. So one thing you can do in this game, because we have showcased some of the building features, is the intimacy behavior feature. It is a bit of a tongue twister every single time I say this, so I can't cut that out. You unlock this through the main storyline, and what this actually does is increasing your intimacy with beautiful design characters by the dev team, and you're actually going to be using these beautiful women to gain troop buffs, which sounds kind of crazy, I know, but you can go onto their Instagrams, you can technically take them out to dates if you really wanted to, but this will give you troop attacks, troop defense for your main units that you're going to be using in the open field. So this is actually a really clever way where I actually think the Grand Gangster War has somehow bridged the theme of gangs, of war, and the whole mafia vibe, while obviously needing to give players different systems and different unique UI systems to play with. When it comes to the actual combat now in Grand Gangster War, this is the one part I want to talk about the most, because this game offers free healing. Yes, free healing is in Grand Gangster War, and this is one of the biggest selling points I have to put on this game, because everyone loves to fight, in a 4x city building war game. And the thing is with Grand Gangster War, your free healing is all upgraded by your hospital's max capacity, and then obviously with some tech upgrades. And what's cool about the free healing in Grand Gangster War, guys, is you have a full flat amount of troops. Once that's done, on reset, you get it all back. It is not a random timer that just keeps churning and churning and churning randomly. It will always reset on time on reset. And that is massive. It means players can actually enjoy fighting a lot more often and just enjoying the combat the game has to offer. So free healing, massive, massive W for Grand Gangster War. On top of this, as I kind of explained earlier, guys, we do have open field combat as well as rally garrison combat in the game. So if you are going to be fighting 4 servers, 4 landmarks on the map, you are going to be rallying against enemies to take control of them and then obviously garrison and hold against those enemies. But you're not going to be able to do that if you don't own the open field. And the fact you can fully control your units all around as if you had full flexibility is amazing. This is what players want. They don't want a random tap and attack because that is boring. Let's just be honest. So I love the fact that Grand Gangster War has full control on open field fighting and still offers rally and garrison combat for players to participate in. So if that doesn't give you guys such good reason of why you should be playing PvP, I don't know what does. On top of this though, let's talk about the PvP as a whole, because as you guys know, there is units in the game, and the units in Grand Gangster War are the brawlers, gunners, and the enforcers. There is a 4th unit too, which is kind of a safe unit that has no technically enemy to it. It's kind of just there for mainly farming purposes that most players use it for. However, this creates the rock, paper, and scissors format. So you can imagine bikers being the gunners, obviously the gunners being the infantry or the enforcers, and the enforcers being the bikers, right? It's as easy as pie. So I like the fact that we have a nice, simple system, nothing too complicated, and on top of that, we have everything everyone wants. So now let's dive into a little bit more of the UI of Grand Gangster War, because Grand Gangster War's UI does a good job of letting you know anything. I'm going to be honest. If you've got any research free, it's going to tell you. If you've got any buildings free, it will tell you. If you've got troop trainings that you can do, it will tell you. So it's a really good idea to notify the player because there is quite a lot of stuff to do. On top of this, the UI is a little bit customizable. Hopefully in the future, hopefully as a dev watching this, you're going to improve the customizability of the UI. We don't know this. This is just me assuming from playing the game so far, but you're able to actually hide, as you can see at the top, your actual UI of your events. Sometimes players can see playing these games, there's so many events on screen, it honestly clutters it up and makes it really hard to enjoy what we've got. And the fact that in Grand Gangster War, they see this, they allow the player to hide what's unnecessary for them to see, which is a really good win for me for the UI screen. On top of this, when you go in for any type of, city building game, the visuals, right? What does your city look like? And you can compare this to any other game, but your city is huge. The thing you're actually building, the hospitals, your training area, your research, your main building, right? This honestly feels like an actual little town that you're developing, right? And it's really cool to me that you have this massive space, and when you zoom out, you've got an even bigger world to explore. What I enjoy the most is actually the sheer amount of content that the game provides for you, and it has something for everyone, which is honestly a massive W in my eyes for a brand new 4X city strategy game. So the first one is the battle area. The battle is where you're going to be able to go for any PvP to your heart's desire. You can go to the treasure island, you can go to arena, troop trials, all-X challenge, endless challenge, group arena, and you're going to be able to earn city skins, legendary gear for your account. You're going to be able to earn rewards for the intimacy behavior area for your account, all just in this one PvP zone. If you jump out of the PvP zone, you've got more, guys. You've got the explore area where you're going to be able to actually earn, as you can see, rewards per day as you keep going through and it resets. However, each stage as you complete will also grant you rewards. You're going to obviously get passive income too, which you can claim over time. As you can see, my racket time's only on 11 minutes because we claimed it really recently. And then if we come out of here, we've got even more to offer. And we've got two areas which I really do enjoy in Grand Gangster War. The first one is the dark web intel. The dark web intel is where you can honestly earn gear, heroes, troops, you name it. You can honestly earn almost anything in the game through this event. But what's really cool is you can actually help other players. So yes, you can help other players. You can go over here and you can see I'm actually in this getaway assist right now. 3 out of 4, I can jump and just view back to showcase my troops in there. And once we get one more guy in here, the timer is going to get reduced and basically allow us to kill these troop patrol officers and get some free rewards. And that's just because I've helped that player do that task, which is a really good thing, I think, in the game. But the most fun aspect, guys, is intercity trade. The intercity trade is so fun to play, and you can do this by either going to the parking lot, which you will unlock in the game, or using the icon, which is the hotkey down at the bottom left corner. The intercity trade area is where you will be trying to get some extra rewards every day. However, there's a little bit of risk involved. If you go to my trade areas, you can see I have got 3 trucks out there right now as I'm recording, which is going to try and get me a bunch of nice rewards for my account, right? And what I'm trying to do is wait for that timer to come home and I can claim them. But what you can also do is look at other people's trades, and this is what people will see with your trades. And what you can do is actually raid people, guys. So you can go over here and we can see this guy is about a bit too strong for my liking. So if we just find someone we can probably attack, we're going to obviously go for it. But we will attack this guy, for example, right? And we'll raid this person. So you can see this is getting, you know, pushed out here, and you can literally go and send out some troops. So I'm going to send out this team here to raid it, and if I'm victorious, I'm going to get either all of the loot or some of the loot, right? Which is really, really cool while this guy is trying his best to get his troops. And you can see my raid reward right there. You can see the battle report too, see what was occurring from there. We didn't get any dead troops for doing so, which is really cool, but we've got some rewards. And that is the intercity trade. And you're going to be doing this every single day, guys. You can see I've already raided twice today. That was technically the second one there. We can raid 4 times, but you can just keep doing it. And it's so fun to raid other people and get rewards for free. So the intercity trade, really, really fun. On top of that, guys, this has everything you would heart's desire, which is going to be your main story in the beginning phase, the tutorial, which will give you mini games to play like blackjack and even like a roulette casino wheel that you can spin to earn heroes. It's got all of that jazz on there. On top of this, if you go to the event area, guys, the event area is where obviously you can see your main events that's constantly going to be rolling every week on the game. These will change time to time, and a good example of that is the Test of Santa. This was a holiday event that's not going to be around anymore, unfortunately for most players, but you will get a 7-day login event as a new player, and this is kind of what it is. You will have tasks to do on each of these days, as you can see, and you'll be able to earn some absolute insane rewards, as well as getting shards or heroes depending on the 7-day login event. You've got a competitive shootout preparation where you can train troops to obviously gain a nice ranking here, which will give you some extra rewards. On the top here is what you can earn on the daily basis, which is really easy as well. But then on top of this, guys, you've got log into the PC version. Yes, if you actually use my link down in the description down below, you might not notice this, but you will have been earning the ability to play this game and get this free casino skin for 7 days for your account, which is really, really cool. You can also get a frame for this, I believe, as well, which might not be available anymore, but I think you can. And then on top of this, you've got Heated Battle, Runway Alpha, Landway Conquest, and more. So that just kind of showcases there honestly a nice quick rundown of some of the content this game has to offer. And that is just not even the PvP side of things, guys. Remember, that's none of the PvP yet. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and now let's move on to the next part of what I enjoy about Grand Gangster War. Another good thing about Grand Gangster War, which I absolutely love, is the hero design of these characters. The enforcers that you're able to recruit and use in your crews honestly look pretty amazing, especially when you start to see their models in game, fully 3D that you can render and have a good look at, all the way down. Holding Bro, my guy's got an M4 there to showcase he is a gunner. I absolutely love the design on these heroes, and it honestly gives me hope and collaboration futures where you can maybe see characters from Godfather, Peaky Blinders, GTA, could be, you know, guest stars in this game, which would be an amazing collaboration if they ever was able to do so. But what I also really like, guys, about the hero design feature in this game, it doesn't punish players for leveling up or going with their hero choices, right? And what I mean by that is, if we look at any of my heroes, if we look at even just, for example, this guy here, we're able to upgrade Phoenix, right, through our levels, which is really good. But when we're looking at his star rating is in charge of his skills as well as his attributes. So if you're playing this game and you're scared to level up a hero, you don't need to be, because in this game, as you'll see now, the next star pip is gonna level up this skill to level 2, and then once I get further around, it's gonna do the same thing. So if we check up in the each time area of the question mark area, it'll say each time you star up, you enhance your attributes and it progressively increases the levels of your skills, which is amazing. And once you hit your next star level, you will unlock your specialization. So I love that. I love the fact that you can see how this works, and it's really friendly to the player. So a lot of players do get scared when they're playing these games about unlocking all the stars because they think that might, you know, screw them over. But in this game, it doesn't. They really do not want to screw you over. And honestly, leveling up your heroes is a really easy thing to do in this game. In addition to all of this game has a great emphasis on management, guys. You really do want to manage your city that you're going to be building up over time by leveling up the buildings and honestly recruiting management staff on those structures, which sounds crazy, I know, and it was almost a tongue twister for myself to say, but this is a really clever way of allowing the player to actually tailor their progression. Do they actually want to progress their account and level up really, really fast, or do they want to kind of take a step back for a week or so and actually just level up other pieces of furniture that gives them more income? So the fact that you can choose to have more income or go for more progression, this balance of management is a really good little catch-22 that most players will really fall in love with when it comes to the development of their accounts. Now, what I really enjoy is the game's open field combat. Yes, this is the biggest W for Grand Gangster War because this is not a normal tap and attack game like big old whiteout survival. Grand Gangster War allows the player to fully control their units on the open field, meaning these are going to be some insane gang wars that's going to appear when you're fighting over certain structures on the map. You can also rally and garrison too on the open field world, which is really good for obviously big scale and larger scale wars in the future. So I really wanted to put that out there and just really emphasize this for the future of the game, because when other servers are starting to fight, this is when this game is really going to come into its prime. Finally, another big W for me is honestly the different social and customizing features that you have in your settings, which sounds weird, I know, for this type of game, but hear me out. So the first thing you can do on this game compared to most games is the fact that Grand Gangster War allows you to play portrait or landscape. Yes, you can play landscape or portrait as your heart's desire, depending on what type of games you are more comfortable with. And what this is really, really cool with is the fact that you can honestly tailor your customization profile even further. So if we go to your profile screen, you can see you can actually upload up to 4 given profile pictures at any given time and switch on the fly. Comparing this to most games, they only allow you to upload 1 picture is a little bit kind of beyond me, and the fact that this game gives you that freedom is honestly a really good direction for the community and social settings aspect. On top of this, what this game really also sells me on, and what everyone has been asking, I think for the longest of times from a 4X city building strategy game, is cosmetics. This game has so many different types of cosmetics for your account. You can have city skins, you can have frames, you can have titles, you can have chat boxes, you can have troop march skin, guys. There's so much that you can have in this game and you can earn as you're playing through Grand Gangster War, which is a massive big win for me, because you need cosmetics in these type of games to make things honestly really fun and give players that one reward they want to work towards and earn all the time. So tell me what you think, guys, about Grand Gangster War in the comment section down below. If you do enjoy what this game has to offer and you've enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Smash a like, comment, and subscribe. But honestly, what I feel about this game, even though I've covered so much about this in one video, is the fact that it honestly takes some of the best mechanics from all of your favorite games, guys, all of your favorite games, and gives you it in one place, and honestly does a really good job with being unique in its gang war theme. And if you do want to join and download the game and try it out for yourself, you know what to do. Check the link in the description down below, guys, and hit the download. This is available for iOS, Android, and PC, just to remind you, so you have all the devices to play on, so there's no more excuses. And if you guys really do dig this game and you really enjoy this, maybe this can be one of the main games on the new channel, and we can do some insane big server series that we cover for Grand Gangster War. So with that, guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Smash a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. But until the next video, stay safe, stay sneaky, guys. Peace out.